You're paying for ChatGPT, Midjourney, maybe Runway ML, possibly ElevenLabs. And every time a new model drops, you're staring at another $20 monthly charge, wondering if you actually need it or if you're just collecting subscriptions at this point. OpenArt keeps popping up as this supposed solution, one platform that handles images, video, characters, audio, all of it. And honestly, that sounded way too good to be true, because most all-in-one tools promise the world, then give you watered-down versions of everything, or just redirect you back to the original platforms anyway. So I've been using OpenArt for the last few months on actual projects to see if it's legitimately useful or just another overhyped platform. And what I found was more interesting than I expected. Here's what we're covering: what OpenArt actually is, which features matter, and whether it's worth your money. When you log into OpenArt, the homepage looks busy, but it's surprisingly straightforward once you know where to look. The feature I use most is video creation. On the left sidebar, click the video icon. You've got text to video, image to video, plus upscaling and lip sync. Let's start with text to video. Click text at the top, then hit the model selection button. And this is where OpenArt starts making sense. You're looking at a massive range of video models: VEO-3, Kling, Runway, Sora 2, and more. You're not locked into one model. You pick based on what your project needs. Fast and cheap? Kling. Cinematic realism? VEO-3. And the moment a new model launches, OpenArt adds it. You don't need a new subscription. For this test, I'm going with Google VEO-3. Each model has its own settings. You can toggle audio, adjust resolution, change aspect ratio, all that. Here's my prompt: cinematic shot of a lone astronaut walking across a red desert landscape at sunset, dust kicking up with each step, dramatic lighting casting long shadows. Before I generate, there's this Auto Enhance button. It refines your prompt automatically. Instead of spending forever tweaking wording, the AI optimizes it for you. I used to waste so much time adjusting prompts just to get something usable. With Auto Enhance, I drop in my idea and let it handle the rest. Click Create. The results are way better than I expected. The astronaut's movement looks natural, the dust particles catch the light realistically, and you can see the fabric moving. What matters here is that OpenArt isn't compressing the model. You're getting the full power of VEO-3 right inside this interface. Now let's test image to video with a different model. From the left sidebar, click Image to Video. This time, let's use Kling 2.6. I'm uploading this photo of a city street at night. For the prompt, camera slowly pushes forward down the street. Car headlights pass by, neon signs flicker, rain reflects on the pavement. Set the duration to 5 seconds. Click Create. And this came out looking incredible. The motion is smooth, environmental details like rain and reflections are convincing, and the aesthetic is exactly what you'd expect. Here's how I think about it. VEO-3 is my go-to for ultra-realistic videos with natural motion. Kling is what I use for more stylized or vibrant content, and that's one of OpenArt's biggest strengths. There's no superior model. Each one excels at something different. Once your video is generated, you can upscale it directly on the platform, all the way to 4K and up to 120 frames per second. This is incredibly useful for social media and YouTube content. One feature I use just as much as video is image creation. Click Image on the left sidebar, hit the Switch button at the top, and you're introduced to tons of different models. One of the coolest ones right now is Nano Banana Pro. I'll select that. For the prompt, a young woman sitting at a modern coffee shop. Natural afternoon light streaming through large windows, holding a ceramic cup. Warm and inviting atmosphere. Photorealistic. Turn on Auto Enhance. Adjust aspect ratio to landscape, resolution to 4K. Before clicking Create, here's something important. You can decide how many images to generate at once. This costs more credits, but it gives you more reference options to pick from. I hit Create, and wow, the results are scarily realistic. The lighting on her face looks completely natural. Now, if you're not happy with an image, OpenArt lets you edit them. There's a tool called InPaint that lets you add or change specific things inside your image. Now I need to be honest. These editing tools work well, but they're not perfect. Sometimes InPaint doesn't quite match the lighting, and you might need to regenerate a few times. It's good, but it's not flawless. Let's talk about one of OpenArt's standout features: character consistency. A lot of people struggle with creating an avatar that looks the same across different images and videos while still looking realistic. OpenArt has a feature specifically for that, and they just updated it with better training and resolution up to 4K. Click Character from the left panel. You can create a character 2 ways: upload images or start with a description. I'm going with the description option using Nano Banana Pro. Here's my prompt: a natural portrait shot of an Asian woman in her 20s. She looks like a 20-year-old Gen Z influencer. Beautiful, natural looking with professional studio lighting. Select Photorealistic for style. Click Generate. OpenArt gives us 4 different versions. I'll click that and then Build My Character. It gives us 4 different images the model will be trained on: front view, close-up, full body, and back view. This ensures your character stays consistent from every angle. OpenArt makes it easy to create professional content without having multiple subscriptions. So is OpenArt actually worth it? After everything I've tested, here's my honest take. OpenArt is absolutely worth it for anyone working with AI content. It actually becomes part of your daily workflow because it saves you time and makes your work look better. Normally, if you try to do all of this separately, it's a nightmare. You generate an image on one site, download it, upload it to another site to make a video, carry it over to a different platform to add audio, move it again to upscale. Multiple apps, multiple logins, constantly dragging files back and forth. It's complicated, messy, and costs you a fortune. OpenArt fixes that. Everything comes together under one subscription. The Essential plan starts at $14 a month. The Advanced plan is $29 a month. The Infinite plan is $56 a month. Here's the crazy part. Google's AI Pro plan alone costs $21 a month, and that's just for access to a couple of models. With OpenArt, for roughly the same price, you get access to the same models and more, plus 12,000 credits monthly on the Advanced plan. And that's only if you're using Google. What if you also want Kling, or if you're paying for ElevenLabs? Suddenly, you're already paying enough every month to cover OpenArt's Infinite plan. So for me, using OpenArt is a no-brainer. Now, is it perfect? No, but let's be honest, none of the AI tools are perfect. Some editing tools could be more refined, and occasionally you'll need to regenerate a few times. But those are minor inconveniences compared to the massive time and money savings you get from having everything in one place. If you're ready to upgrade your AI workflow and get a subscription that actually makes you work faster and smarter, I'll leave a link for OpenArt in the description. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.